Welcome back to the channel Liberty Old Coin, where hidden treasures and untold stories come to life. Today, we're uncovering something that could completely change the way you look at everyday items around you. First up, today we are talking about one single coin, the 1995 Australia $1 ElizabethII coin. Just one coin, but a coin that has captured the attention of collectors across the country and even internationally. If you have this coin in your pocket, drawer, or old collection box, you might be holding a surprisingly valuable piece of Australian history. The 1995 Australian $1 coin was issued by the Royal Australian Mint in the capital city of Canberra. It features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Raphael Maklauf, reflecting Australia's constitutional monarchy and its connection to the British Crown. On the reverse, you will see the iconic 5 kangaroos design created by Stuart Devlin, a powerful symbol of Australia's identity and natural heritage. This coin was officially released in 1995 as part of Australia's standard circulating currency. It was made primarily for everyday transactions, meaning millions of Australians used it for shopping, transport, and daily expenses. However, what makes certain 1995 $1 coins special today is not just their age, but their condition, rarity in top grades, and specific variations. The coin is composed of aluminum bronze, giving it that rich golden appearance. It weighs 9 grams and has a diameter of 25 millimeters. While that might sound ordinary, collectors know that even common circulation coins can become highly desirable when preserved in exceptional condition. Now here's where things get exciting. Although millions were minted, finding a 1995 $1 coin in flawless, uncirculated condition is far more difficult than most people think. Coins that were never used in circulation, especially those graded at the highest mint state levels, can command impressive prices in the collector market. In particular, uncirculated examples and special mint rolls from 1995 have attracted strong demand. Collectors of Australian decimal currency often aim to complete full-date sets, and as time passes, high-quality coins become harder to source. This increasing demand drives the value upward. Some 1995 $1 coins, especially those preserved in brilliant uncirculated condition or kept in official mint packaging, have sold for significant premiums above face value. Depending on condition, market demand, and grading, the maximum value can climb into the hundreds of dollars. In rare high-grade certified examples, prices can even approach $1,000 in strong collector markets. The reason it is considered valuable is not just age, but scarcity in top condition. Over time, coins get scratched, worn, and damaged. That makes pristine examples much rarer today than when they were first released. Serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that look as if they were struck yesterday. Another important factor is historical connection. The coin represents the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, one of the longest-serving monarchs in modern history. After her passing, interest in coins bearing her portrait has increased worldwide, strengthening collector demand for pieces like the 1995 issue. There's also strong interest from investors who focus on numismatics as an alternative asset. They see coins like this not just as currency, but as tangible historical artifacts with growth potential. As more people enter the hobby, competition for quality examples becomes stronger. It is important to understand that we are talking about one specific 1995 Australia $1 Elizabeth II coin in collectible condition, not multiple different coins. This script focuses on that single year and single denomination, which makes it clear and direct for anyone searching for this exact piece. If your coin has sharp details on the kangaroos, a bright golden luster, and no visible whereon Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, you may be looking at a highly desirable specimen. Professional grading can significantly increase its market appeal and selling price. Auction platforms and coin dealers often list premium quality 1995 $1 coins at strong prices, especially when demand rises due to media attention or collector trends. The maximum achievable sale price depends heavily on grade, but top-tier examples can reach several $100 and in rare circumstances close to $1,000. Imagine discovering that a simple $1 coin from 1995 sitting unnoticed in your home could turn into a powerful collectible asset. That possibility is what excites coin hunters everywhere. The story of this coin began in 1995 as part of Australia's everyday currency system. But over the decades, it has transformed into something more. It has become a symbol of history, royalty, national pride, and collector ambition all combined into a small golden disc. If you own this 1995 Australia $1 Elizabeth II coin, do not underestimate its potential. Check its condition carefully, consider professional grading, and explore the collector market. You could be holding a coin that is far more valuable than you ever imagined. Stay curious, keep searching, and remember that sometimes extraordinary value hides in the most ordinary places. Next coin, the 2005 Australia $2 Elizabeth II coin, is a fascinating piece of currency, but its value depends entirely on which specific coin you actually have in your hand. When most people think of a $2 coin, they picture the standard gold-colored circulation coin with the Aboriginal elder design. If that is the coin you're holding, you're looking at a face value of $2. Its potential to become a life-changing fortune in the future is virtually non-existent due to the massive mintage of over 45 million coins produced in 2005. The Royal Australian Mint struck millions upon millions of these coins, and while a pristine, uncirculated example from a mint roll might fetch a small premium of maybe $3 or $5 from a collector today, the reality is that finding one in your change is not like finding a golden ticket. The history of the standard issue coin is relatively straightforward, designed by Horst Hanna and featuring a depiction of an Aboriginal elder inspired by a drawing of Goya Jungarai, a traditional man known as 1 Pound Jimmy. It replaced the $2 note in 1988 and has been a workhorse of the Australian economy ever since. So, for the coin jingling in your pocket, the story begins and ends with its spending power. However, the plot thickens dramatically because 2005 was a significant year for Australian Numismatics, and the Royal Australian Mint, as well as the prestigious Perth Mint, released several limited edition $2 coins that are also dated 2005 and bear the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. These are not the coins you will find in your everyday change. These are collector coins, often struck in precious metals like silver, and they are a completely different beast in terms of value and future potential. For example, there is the 2005 $2 silver coin commemorating Australian peacekeepers, specifically the Air Force issue. This coin is a heavyweight, literally, weighing in at over 62 grams of pure silver. Because it is a collectible with a very low mintage of only 2,500 pieces, its value is exponentially higher than a standard coin. Historical sales data shows that this particular coin has traded for values around $142 up to $227 US dollars. This immediately demonstrates the vast gulf between a circulating coin and a commemorative issue. The maximum value for such a coin in the future is tied to the silver market and collector demand, but its inherent rarity gives it a solid floor and significant upside potential that the common coin simply does not possess. The Perth Mint was also exceptionally busy in 2005, producing stunning silver coins as part of their popular lunar series. One of the most sought after is the 2005 2-ounce silver lunar rooster coin. This coin is part of the Lunar Series I, which has a massive following worldwide. Struck from 2 troy ounces of 99.9% pure silver, its value is intrinsically linked to the price of silver, but its collectible premium can be substantial. With a mintage of just 16,292, it is scarce, especially in top condition. Another silver issue from the same year is the 2005 $2 silver Kookaburra, part of a long-running and beloved series of bullion coins. These coins are bought by investors and collectors alike, and their maximum potential value is a thrilling combination of the rising silver price and their growing scarcity as they are snapped up and tucked away in collections around the globe. So, you see, the phrase 2005 Australia $2 Elizabeth II coin is actually a gateway to several different stories and values. Let's delve deeper into why the standard 2005 $2 coin, while not valuable now, might hold a different kind of future value. While the 45 million mintage figure seems staggering, consider the lifespan of a coin in circulation. Coins get lost, damaged, withdrawn, or simply wear out over decades. In 50 or 100 years, finding a 2005 coin in flawless, uncirculated condition could become a much tougher task. However, we are talking about a timeline that stretches far into the future, and even then, its value would likely be measured in tens or perhaps a couple of $100s, not thousands. The real, tangible, exciting value for the year 2005 lies with those special issues. The 2005 $2 silver-proof coin for the Air Force is a prime example of a coin with a cap supply and a specific historical theme, honoring Australian peacekeepers, which gives it a deep and lasting appeal to a niche group of collectors. Its maximum sale price of over $227 US already proves its worth. And as time passes and those 2,500 coins become even harder to find in their original packaging, that price could easily climb. Now, imagine the potential of the 2005 2-ounce silver lunar rooster. These coins are not just money. They're miniature works of art. The Lunar Series appeals to the massive Asian collector market, where the zodiac is culturally significant. The year of the rooster comes only once every 12 years, making each release a discrete and finite event. With only 16,292 of these 2-ounce coins ever made, the competition for the finest examples is fierce. The maximum value here is not just a number. It is a moving target that could ascend significantly with the next Chinese New Year or a surge in silver investment. Similarly, the silver kookaburra from 2005 represents a series that has been minted annually since 1990, and collectors worldwide strive to complete their sets. A missing 2005 coin becomes a necessity, and the law of supply and demand dictates that its price will only go up as the set becomes harder to complete. It is absolutely crucial to understand the difference between these coins. If you were walking to a coin dealer today with a worn, standard 2005 $2 coin, you would be lucky to get $2 Australian for it. But if you presented them with a pristine, certified 2005 2-ounce silver lunar rooster coin in its original capsule, the conversation would be entirely different. You would be discussing a premium price, likely well over its melt value in silver, potentially reaching into the hundreds of dollars, depending on the current market. The maximum value you can achieve right now is entirely dependent on which specific coin you possess. The bullion value alone for the 2-ounce silver coins is a great starting point, as the silver content itself is worth around $50 to $60 based on market rates. But the numismatic premium is where the real magic happens, pushing the total value far higher. The history of these coins is also deeply intertwined with the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Her passing in 2022 has added a new layer of interest to all coinage bearing her portrait. The fourth portrait, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which appears on all these 2005 coins, is now a part of history, representing a specific era of her long and storied reign. This event often revitalizes collector interest, as people seek to own tangible pieces of the historical period. For the high-value silver commemoratives, this adds an extra dimension of desirability. They are no longer just a silver rooster or a tribute to the Air Force. They are a piece of memorabilia from the Elizabethan era, frozen in the year 2005. This historical context can only serve to bolster their long-term value and appeal to future generations of collectors who study the numismatic history of Her Majesty's reign. Let's talk about the maximum value you could possibly achieve if you're holding one of these special coins. For the 2005 Silver Peacekeepers coin, looking at past sales, we see a high of around $227 US. But in today's market, with silver prices fluctuating and collector demand strong, a pristine example could potentially fetch even more. Perhaps in a region of $250 to $300 US or more if it is in a top-tier graded holder from a service like PeaceGS or NGC. For the 2005 2 ounces Lunar Rooster, the potential maximum is even higher. Given its lower mintage compared to some other lunar years and the immense popularity of the series, a perfect, graded example could realistically command a price of $300. For $100, or even more in the current market. The value is there, waiting to be realized by the savvy collector who knows what they have. The standard coin simply does not have this trajectory.